fellow crocheters, and welcome back to Blue Jay Cottage Crochet. This is Chrissy here, and we are now ready for our next lesson. In our previous lesson, we learned how to make a slip knot, which I have already done here, and a chain. In this video, we're going to learn how to do a single crochet. So in the next videos and each time that we're going to learn how to make a new stitch, I'm going to have you guys already be ready with 20 chains for me. But since I didn't tell you to do that, we're going to go ahead in this one and make 20 chains. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's chain 20. You should be pros at this now since you practiced and practiced before, right? Okay, so let's do 20. We already have our slip knot, like I said, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. And if you guys don't keep up with me or get ahead of me or whatever, the advantage to videos is you're always able to pause or fast forward or whatever you need to do. That's why in future videos, I'm going to have you guys already be ready with 20 chains, so we don't have to do any catching up or anything. So now that we have 20 chains, we're going to go ahead and move forward with how to make a single crochet. So to make a single crochet, what you do is you're going to count ahead 2 chains. You're going to count 1, 2. And now that you're to the second chain, you're going to take your crochet hook, you're going to push it inside of your chain, you're going to yarn over, pull your yarn through that chain. You now have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again, pull that yarn through both loops, 1, 2, and you now have your first single crochet. You're going to move up to your next chain. You're going to push your hook through that chain again. You're going to yarn over, pull it through. You now have 2 loops on your hook again. You yarn over again, pull it through both loops, and you now have your second single crochet. Once again, go to your third chain, push the hook through, yarn over, pull it through the chain. I'll set it down here, maybe you can see better. You have 2 loops on there, yarn over again, pull it through both loops. You have another single crochet. I'm going to just keep working single crochets so you can watch what I'm doing while you practice also, and I'll keep repeating what I'm doing until we have this stitch down. So you go to the next chain, push your hook through, yarn over, pull it through the chain. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull it through both loops. You have another single crochet. So the way it should start looking here now, let's see if I can pull this up in front of the camera, is almost like you have another chain forming here at the top. Can you see that there? And this is the way it should start looking in the front. And again, just like I mentioned on the other video, when you're making a chain, It's understandable when you're first learning a new stitch. It's not going to look neat and tidy like that. It's going to look uneven. It's going to look either too loose or too tight. And that's why we make a 20 chains, so that you can keep practicing and practicing and practicing until you do get it nice and neat and tidy. That's the way it is when you start a new stitch. And you practice and practice until you get it right. So again, whoops, we don't yarn over there. You go into the next chain, put your hook through, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull it through both hoops, and you have a single crochet. Go to the next chain, push your hook through, yarn over again, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull through both loops, another single crochet. Go to the next chain, and if you noticed, I start liking to hold on to this end here with my thumb and either ring finger or middle finger, and that helps with the tension. That way they aren't too loose or too tight, and I tend to hold this end with this hand. And you have to let it go as you pull back your hook, but then you'll grab it again, and you'll tend to go back and forth like that. And that helps you with your tension on your stitches. So again, you go into the next chain with your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through your 2 loops. You have a single crochet. Go to the next chain, put the hook through, yarn over, pull through till you have 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through both loops. Go to the next chain, put your hook through, yarn over again, pull it through. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull your yarn through both loops. See how it's starting to look again? That's the top, that's the front. Yarn over. I'm sorry, don't yarn over. I apologize for that. Go through the next chain, yarn over, pull your yarn through. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. Go to the next chain, push your hook through, yarn over, pull your yarn through till you have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Just keep on doing this until you get to the end of your chain. I'm just going to keep working and let you keep working now, till you get to the very end of your chain. This is a small chain when you're working on a pattern, say a scarf or a blanket or something like that. Obviously it's going to be a much longer chain. I made it small for the purpose of the video, so our video won't be super long. Makes it a little harder to hold in our hands though when it's this small. But I want to do this so we can get to the end and I can show you how to count your stitches. Okay. So when you get to the very end, that's where we have our little knot here. and you don't, that's the very end. You don't want to try to force it into here where you have that, what looks like a stitch, but it's not. That's where your knot is. So when we get here, we want to count and make sure that we did every single stitch. Do you remember we started with 20 chains? But keep in mind that we skipped one, because remember we counted into the second chain to start our single crochet. So we're going to count, and when you count in these little, what I said looks like chains at the top. They look like little V's. So let me see if I can get this into focus in the camera. Let's see here. So we are going to count. It's kind of hard for me to see what's in the camera here, guys. Sorry, I apologize for that. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. Let me start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which is correct. There should be 19 single crochets because we skipped one, like I said, and there we started with 20. So you should have, when you get to the very end of your line, you should have 19 single crochets. You started with 20 chains. So I'm going to show you when you're going to go to your next row, what you would do. So we went to our very end where that knot is. You would chain one. Everyone remembers how to chain. You turn your work around. And then you're going to go into your very next stitch. Go through both loops there. Yarn over. Again, pull up where you have both loops. Pull through, and you have your very first single crochet again. Go to your next single crochet. Go through both loops. Yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook again. Yarn over and pull through. And you have your next single crochet. Go underneath your next single crochet, go through both loops, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both loops. You have another. And just keep doing this again. Go through your next single crochet, the top of your next single crochet, go under both loops, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both loops, and you have another. I'll do this one very slow so you can see, and I'll flip over my work. So you're going to go through the very top of your next single crochet, right there, go through both loops. You can see the top. Went through both loops, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through again, and you have another single crochet. And this is what your work starts looking like on your second row. It's one side and that's the other. Okay, and that is the single crochet. Just keep practicing and practicing that. You can do row after row the way I just showed you. Just keep going, and as you reach the end of each row, you just do that chain 1, turn your work, and keep working in the next row just like we're doing here. And you can just keep on going row after row until you get your single crochets nice and neat and tidy. And then we can move on to the next video. And in the next video, we'll be learning how to make a half double crochet. So I will see you there.